only thing. I understand everything that you're saying, except for where is the emotion in this?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Emotion in what sense? Like what kind of
In
emotion?
one sense, I mean, oh my gosh, you're resonating so much with my current life situations, but like if you can be like, oh, okay, that was say, let's go for like back to the good wife and good husband.
Yes.
People are in a partnership, and it's like someone's really upset with what someone else has done, and then it's like, okay, I see the good and the bad of that. All right, okay. I feel like that's just flat affect. That's what I'm getting. Is it's like, okay, I see there's good, I see there's bad, but I don't have any. The neglecting of the ego is also neglecting of emotion, neglecting of all that is.
Just be aware. Just be aware and watchful of those emotions. Without acting upon those emotions.
I see that. No, I'm saying we do need to act upon, not act upon emotions. I say we do need to acknowledge emotions.
Yes.
But I feel that what we're kind of alluding to, what we want to strive to, is neglecting the emotions and just saying, here are the facts of the situation.
Yes.
There is good and
live
there
with
is
the
bad.
facts. Yes. See the facts.
Yeah, and I don't under that. To
When
me, that
emotion comes
negates
in,
humanity.
when emotion comes in, then you may not be able to see the facts as they are.
I
Therefore, we
understand
get
that
confused.
to an
That's
extent.
how I understand is that we are neglecting only bad emotions, but good emotions, they should come. So
Well,
I can be happy.
Well,
No,
I-
that's not
emotions are impulses, right? They come whether we like it or not. At some point, we don't always choose the emotions. When you see someone hurt and you feel empathy for them, or you feel pain. Is that always a conscious choice that you're making? We also have very nasty emotions. Nasty emotions, even going to extreme cases like sometimes horrifying emotions. We don't always control that, right? But I think the aspect of self-control is being able to acknowledge which emotions are constructive, which emotions are destructive.
Yes, and so I hear
And then
that, but I'm saying, is the goal to take it in as fact and just have no emotion, or is the goal to control the emotions? Like, okay, I recognize that I'm feeling sad or mad or whatever.
I would say
So, that's the thing. Who is the controller?
You have to be.
You are the controller, right?
Yeah.
So then I am creating a conflict between the controller and the control. This is my emotion, let's say anger, resentment. So I have that emotion. What's the right action in relationship to that emotion? Because if we try to control, there is eternal conflict there. Which means I mustn't be angry. Or I must get rid of this resentment.
Okay, not control in a way. Acknowledge. I mean.
Yes, being
acknowledge,
aware.
accept. Yeah.
Yes.
Being aware
Being
of
aware.
that. Okay, I see.
Let
that.
it flower. Be aware. Let it
Mm.
flower. No control.
Mm.
No judgment. Let it flower. And then it goes away.
When it's a situation of losing a child, so I thought we discussed that you shouldn't acknowledge, but you have two options, and you're just picking options that is safer for you, like.
You have two options, that's a fact.
Yeah.
There is no third option.
So it's on your control basically to choose which emotion to.
If you clearly see that these are my options, I will suffer for the rest of my life, or I will end this suffering. Because what will change if I suffer?
So
My child is not going to come back. These are the two options.
Yeah.
So which option is wiser?
The truth.
The option in which that I end suffering is wiser.
Yeah, but in this case you're making choice, right? You
Choice
because
in the
if
sense.
you do it impulsive, you'll be suffering. But if you think about it and then you
Yes.
think that.
With a clear mind, with a clear seeing, you see, it's so clear. They say, okay, the suffering won't change anything. It won't bring my child back. So what's the point of me suffering? It's, of course, easier said than done. But if I take that path, at least I am on the path of ending suffering. Because if I don't take it, I will probably suffer for the rest of my life.
Mm-hmm. And I like the fact that right now you say it's a path, because I just don't want to negate that it's a process of, like, saying if someone did lose a child, it's not like, well, if I choose, it probably would be better for me to stop suffering, so I'm just going to stop suffering. No, you have to go through those emotions that come up.
You are right. Yes.
Well, right. Acknowledge. I mean, I imagine some psychiatrists would say that, you know, you're going to be suffering at some point, but I think it's so the first step is acknowledging it, not trying to pretend that it's not that's not going to happen. The second step, I guess, towards control doesn't mean I don't imagine from an empathetic standpoint, if someone loses a child, that pain is ever going to go away to some extent, but I imagine that pain could be put in a safe place, could be compartmentalized, could be harnessed in a way that isn't incredibly destructive, because we also agree you can't spend the rest of your life in fight or flight mode or in extreme agony. You'll die.
I have a feeling that pain may be healed completely. With the condition that love must touch. That unconditional love, if it touches, it heals everything.
Well, it's like many people, like let's say people have lost a child in a shooting, and then they go and they start a charity that goes and donates money or time to shootings or mental health for shooters, whatever it is.
And that
they then feel fulfilled.
Yes.
They feel that love.
Yes.
Because they're helping others.
Yes. And they probably do not expect anything in return. They are doing this out of true love.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe that love has great healing effect.
Mm-hmm.
It can really heal everything. And of course, it's a big trauma losing your child. But what I'm saying is, do you want to live with that trauma for the rest of your life? Somehow less maybe in the future? Or I am questioning whether there can be absolute freedom from that trauma, that you don't suffer anymore. This will not take place in 1 day or 2 days, but can we start that process of ending that suffering completely?
Is it, how do you say his name? I can't say it. What's his name? He's like a Buddhist. And he says you should only suffer for 24 hours. Anything. Doesn't matter what it is, how big or how small.
Very wise. If you can do that, of course. Suffer for 24 hours. Don't suffer for 24 months or 24 years, because it will not change it.
It doesn't change it. You have to accept it, like you said.
It's about insight. It's not about choice. If one sees this clearly, then it's not a choice anymore. It's not saying I will not suffer. That action of perception, clear insight, will automatically make the shift. It's not like I will try not to suffer or I will decide not to suffer. That insight, it sees so clearly, what's the point of suffering? It will destroy me. My child wouldn't want to see me that way. The loved one that you lost, if you can bring that loved one for a minute, they will say, don't please suffer for me. It's the worst thing you will do to yourself. That's one of the most important aspects of wisdom. Acceptance of the facts of life that we cannot change. That's one of the most important aspects of not suffering. The other facts that we can change, work on it. For the moment, don't suffer. Say I don't have enough money in my life, right? That's it. I will do my best to change that. But for the time being, I won't suffer. Because it won't change anything. On the contrary, it will destroy my spiritual energy.
But then how do you not worry about it happening again? Well, like, she got her heart broken, or I don't know if you broke up with him, but let's say, how does she sit there and only suffer 24 hours, but then not expect it to happen again when she
So then she will ask the question, why am I hurt? Next time it won't repeat. Why am I hurt? I had a boyfriend, I love my boyfriend, so why am I hurt? We come back to the question of attachment. Because I was attached to my boyfriend. Attachment is inseparable from pain. There is the pleasure aspect, the other side of the coin is pain. Right?
But then why would I attach myself? Why would I attach myself to my kids? Why would I attach myself to my husband?
Oh yes, that's the ultimate question. Why are we attached to anything?
So should I not be? Should I just be like, go be free?
Rather than should I not be, I will question whether there can be freedom from attachment. That doesn't mean I don't love my children. I do love my children.
Oh, I just think I'm here to guide them. They are on their own. I'm the least attached parent I know.
Yes. So I love my children. I love my wife. I love my husband. But why should I be attached? That doesn't mean I will be detached. I'm not talking about the opposite.
Okay.
I'm talking about going beyond the duality of attachment and detachment. I'm neither going to be attached nor going to be detached.
Except
I love my wife. Right? I love my wife. What is the point of being attached? So I bring this question as an example. If one day my wife comes, right, says, I love you so much, but I found this man, I'm really going to be very happy. If I see that's the truth, I'll be happy for my wife. If you truly love, that's what's so ridiculous.
I guess the thing is though, could you consciously make that decision?
If you truly love, it's not a conscious decision.
Well, I guess
because you want that person's happiness.
Right,
if
but
you truly
right,
you
but
also want
right,
your
but you
own,
also
your
but
ego
you,
wants your own.
right, but you also believe that.
Then your love is limited.
Yeah.
Then I am at this. My happiness is important. Isn't that so?
That's complicated.
Yeah.
It is
I was gonna
complicated.
say.
It is